What I have here today, August 25th, 2015, of course, is a Bun Special video. This paper got warped. Written, directed, edited by Bun Special, graphics by Bun Special. Or me. And then the legal disclaimer. Man, I gotta lift this camera. This video is performed by an amateur. Do not attempt at home. No watches were harmed in the making of this video, for entertainment only. Hopefully everybody understands that. And now we get to today's presentation. What I have here today, again August 25th. What is that? I don't know if you can read that. Probably can, because on the viewfinder this camera is very small, but it's a Croton Aquamatic wristwatch. Looks like a stainless steel case. What's the back say? You can see the back says I guess you can read that, Croton Aquamatic. Wait, I didn't know I can get that close. Maybe we can get this close then. Yeah, the dial looks like crap. It works though. Will you work? There you go. Anyway, so what's the situation with this watch is it has no crystal. I bought it without a crystal, which I usually don't like to do. Plus it has a crack over here. I don't like to buy watches without crystals because, crystal getting for watches is a pain. But I said, well, let me give it a try. So, there. So, I'll tell you what I did. I'm going to zoom in a little bit then. So to get a crystal for this watch, well, I figured, I went on to eBay, I did a search. I should have wrote some stuff down, but I was too lazy. Maybe I'll have to write it down now. I got to find a piece of paper. Yeah, I did a search on eBay. What did I write? Croton Aquamatic crystal. Yeah, this is what I typed in for a search. I got a whole bunch of crystals. You got round ones, you got square ones. Round and square. I didn't need the round ones, so I just looked at the square ones. And the whole thing with the square ones, well, you gotta have dimensions. So they had dimensions in their pictures. Like, for example, let's see, let me pull out this package. Maybe I should prepare for this better. Of course it doesn't want to come out of the package. There you go. So for example, you have this package, and you see a couple of dimensions there, and some other crazy stuff. Anyway, so I was like, well, what dimensions? And what do these dimensions represent? I don't know. I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it. But I figured dimensions that were critical for the crystal to fit for me were two of them that I could think of. Two outside dimensions, let's call it. I got my trusty millimeter scale, which I bought for some reason. I write the date. I bought it in 1988. I got it on March 30th, 1988. That's how old this scale is. How old is that? It's almost 30 years old? I don't know. Anyway, so I figured the dimensions that are critical were the, let's say for instance, the opening where the crystal sticks out. So I measured that. It's like 24.5 millimeters. Wait, maybe we should do it this way. No, I have to do it lefty then, so you can see, so it makes sense. That's like 24.5 millimeters. And the other direction, this thing happens to be square, so it was another, basically, I gotta tilt this, 24.5 millimeters on the opening for the crystal to stick out. I figured the other critical dimension would be, I should have prepared better for this. Another critical dimension that I could easily measure, I put it in my trusty plastic cap movement holder, would be an inside dimension. This is an interesting case. It has two two side plates here. They're not tight. You unscrew the screw, and then the plate supposedly will lift out, but I didn't unscrew the screw enough. There, it locks in somehow. I'm not going to show you exactly. I'm going to save that for another date. So I figured another dimension I need, you know, for something that's not screwed in loose, this thing has to be a pain in the neck. And this side comes out. So you got our two side pieces, and oh yeah, when I first took this watch apart, you see there's a seam here all the way around the perimeter there, and that was filled with so much dried up gunk. It acted like a glue. It took me 10 minutes to push this sucker apart, because really it's just supposed to drop out like that. There was so much crud. You can see there's still some staining from the crud in there. I scraped it out with a screwdriver the best I could right now. I don't know if I can do it chemically. And yeah, crud. So this is, oh, it has a gasket too, which was really a pleasant surprise. But anyway, the other dimension, it's either going to be, like I say, I gotta do this lefty again. Let me get this out of the way. It's probably going to be an inside dimension, because the crystal it has to fit inside this case. So what's that? What's that? 27 and a half? Looks like 27 and a half. And this way is around 27, a little bit less, 27 and a half, or 27. That's the inside of the case, and then you got the outside here too. You can measure that. What is it? I gotta do it lefty again. How can I hold this? Nah, screw it. I'm gonna do it this. I'm gonna hold it by the crown then. Ugh. Pain in the neck. And you got this way, which is around, what is that equal to? Well, that's around 27 then. Yeah, so either way it's got to be 27 or to match this. But also, if you notice here, it's curved. It's curved this way, and it's curved the other way too. So not only does it have to be square, but it has to be curved. So back to this crystal package again. So I finally figured out that these curved lines on this package represent the shape of the crystal, and they show you here, plus they show you here it's curved. So I needed a curved square crystal, and these numbers, they just so happen, look at how they did these numbers. This one number goes from here to here, which represents the outside of the I don't know what you'd call it, the crystal part, and this here looks like the overall outside dimension of the I guess you call it the flange or whatever. So right there, now I know what these numbers are. Well, the top number must be the you know, from here to here, because it's smaller than the bottom number, which is larger, so it's from here to here. So I was like, okay, that's good. So what were my numbers again? I should write this down. Where's my little crappy piece of paper that I wrote stuff down on? What did I do with that now? I can't believe it. I lost it already. I'm sitting here doing the video and I lost a piece of paper. Oh, it fell on the floor. Did it fall on the floor? No, I lost it. How could I lose it? I'm making the video right here and I lose it. Typical crap. So anyway, what were my numbers again? This was like 24, around 24 and a half, I guess. 24 and a half square. need a piece something to write on. I lost a piece of paper. I'll write on this. So 24. Did I say 24 or 24 and a half? That's like 24 and a half, I'd say. Millimeters. This is all millimeters. And the other dimension, well, let's say this, let's do this one. This is 20, I can't even read that. Why can't I read that? This looks like 27 around. What's this way? Oh, it's like 27 and a half. How could it be 20? Well, let's see. Let's say 27. Let's say 27 max. The minimum would be from the movement itself, which is around. Wow, that's like 27. Oh, it's this way. It's let's say 27. 27 max. So what I needed is a just like, well, a curved crystal. These are my 24 and a half and 27. I guess that would be max too, the 24 and a half. So when I went looking for crystals, like I said, I came across this one. And what's this one? This one's 23.9 by 26.2. So it's a little bit on the small end. So I figured, you know, better be a little small than big. I've since, plus in the catalog, I found the GS catalog. There's a catalog on the internet for this crystal manufacturer, GS. Plus this thing says Croton. What's this back say? Yeah, there's a catalog on the internet, PDF file for this company. So I found that on the internet and I looked through it, and yeah, this looks like at the time it was the best, but I have since found another one that's a little bit closer in size. I might have to try that one, but it might be too big, the other one. The other one's 24.4 and 26.3. So anyway, so that's how I got this crystal. I'm going to try to do a round one of these. Well, let's see if we can see the inside of this movement while I have this here. Let's make the video even longer than it has to be. This thing's still running too. So when I look at this case, this is how I took it out. I can see the only way to get this movement out of this case is to pull the stem out. This got one of those split stems, which I had a picture that I drew for another video. But do I have it? Can I find it? I don't see it here right now. I know I showed it in another video. Oh well. I'm not going to draw it now. Or I could draw it now. Do I have time? I need to write on something. Split stem. Let me just draw a quick picture. Ah, no, that wasn't good. Let's try again. I think it looks something like this. Let's see when I take it apart. And the corresponding piece is anyway, split stem, stuff like that. Let's see, so split stems, you can remove them. Let's see if I can, yeah, okay, you just pull it out. And there it is, the little stubby piece. What I find out when I do the split stem, it's best to push it back in. Because it helps to take it out of the case. Now this movement was a pain in the ass to take out. Wow, now I can't even get it out. Maybe I should just screw it. Because it's such a pain to get this out. It was a pain. It took me 10 minutes to figure out how to get this thing out. I know you can't see it, but it's a bumper movement. So I had to rotate the bumper out of the way, off to the side, otherwise, because there's such tight clearance. Let's see, will it come out now? There you go. Pain in the neck. Anyway, I'm going to hold it with my fingers because I don't want to mess up the hand. So there it is, bumper movement. We'll zoom in. I have to clean this thing. Let's see how close we can get. Still wants to focus on the background. So there it is. Pretty clean. Let's move that. Yeah, pretty clean. It's gotta see it's dirty. Barely runs. Anyway, so that's the bumper. I'm gonna put this all back now. When I like to put it back, I like to rotate this so it's horizontal. Put the stem in a position so I know when I push it in. Oh, there's the inside of the case too. What does it say? Made in Switzerland, Rivet, Croton, Watch Co. Base metal stainless steel. I don't know. I think the frame that holds. I think this frame inside there is base metal. So now we're going to put this together. This was loose. Is this thing worn out? Yeah, look at that. It's got a lot of play. I don't know how to fix that. So we're going to put this back together. Oh, wait. I should move the counterweight. The counterweight's got to be a certain position else it won't slide in. There you go. Zoom in again. And now we'll put the stem back in. I mean the crown. And I know I oriented it so it's this direction, so it should go in. There you go. And to double check. Yeah, so okay, got it in right. Anyway, so let's put this crystal that's almost, I mean it says Croton on the package, but it's for some Antarctic number 5. And here's my gasket. Gasket? I don't know what you call that. And if I just lay this on top, it looks like it fits. Oh, let's see. You can see from the side view that it conforms to the shape of the movement. I wonder if it matters which way, if you can, if there's a better fit. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Come on. That's everything. Oh, maybe it is a little bit rectangular. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what it looks like this way. As you can see, I don't prepare for these videos. Oh, let's leave it like that. I don't know. Looks close enough. Close enough. So then I'm going to put this on. Of course it fights. Everything has to fight. You know my saying. I have a saying. If it doesn't fight, it's not being done right. So there you go. Look at that. It's got a crystal now. Looks good. I'll have to fine tune it, as I say. Fine tune all my videos. I'll fine tune whatever I work on. Let's see if I can get these in. These little... Let's see. I might have to back these screws out a bit now because we have some thickness. Let's see. Let me get this in. It's gonna be a pain. Everything's gotta be a pain. Well, almost got it. There you go. Wait, I gotta hold it because it's gonna move. That should be a rule. One of the rules is everything moves, especially when you don't want it to move. You know it's gonna move. I'm gonna back off this screw too. I don't want to take this screw out because then it's tiny and it's gonna be a pain in the neck to get back in. It's so damn small. Oh yeah. I gotta back it off more. No? Okay, I just pushed it in. And I gotta hold it because it's gonna move. Guaranteed that if I didn't hold it in position, as soon as I touched it with the screwdriver, it would move and fall out. I'm not going to put this tight because I'm going to have to take this apart. And so there you go. Now my watch has a crystal on it. I think it's a little, is it a little loose? Well, you know, there's a little bit of a gap here. Could I get it tighter? I don't know. As you said, there's another crystal with the wider, but I don't know. I might try it, you know. Anyway, so that's it. This video's gone on long enough, just for something so simple. There is my crystal for my square Croton watch. Anything else I have to add to this? No, because I lost that one drawing I did. Anyway, there you go. Thank you for your cooperation. I hope you enjoyed the program. And enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to like this go out to 10. I thought I can get another burp in.